It is Monday, which means I am testing out a brand new project that you guys voted for over on Instagram and Facebook. So I'm going to let people kind of stream in here. I'm sure some people are grabbing their knitting and getting settled in. Do apologize for being a few minutes late. I tried to do a different setup for tonight because I know the last couple of weeks the volume on here, the sound has been really annoying. And I tried to go live on my laptop the last week, and this week I tried again and it wouldn't let me. So hopefully, I tried fiddling with the settings on my phone. Hopefully that funny noise is not on live tonight. If it is, I do apologize, and I will try to get something fixed up for next week. Anyways, I hope everybody has had a really great week. I hope you've had lots of knitting time, maybe have got some finishes done. I have got 2 fantastic yarns that you guys voted for this week. Let me grab them. Had everything all set up lovely, all within arm's reach, and then I had to, oh, okay, and then I had to move everything. Okay, Jocelyn says she thinks she knows why I'm getting the noise. All right, well, I will send you a message, Jocelyn, and we'll see if we can, you can hear the noise, but it's okay. Okay, well, maybe we'll keep it short and sweet tonight because I know that noise is really annoying and I'm not sure what is going on with it. Anyways, I thought I had it solved by going live with my laptop, but it would not connect. So anyways, these are the yarns for tonight's, I'm still trying to read. Okay, it's still there, but not as loud. Okay, well, thank you guys for sticking it out, and I will try to get the tech problems all finished for next week. So these were the yarns that you guys were voting on over in Facebook and on Facebook. This was a really, really close one again this week. I had no idea. I was counting votes up until just about 10 minutes ago. And even as I was counting, I didn't know. It kept going back and forth between the purple and blue. This is a really beautiful yarn, biscotti yarn, that Amber gifted me for my birthday. It's so pretty. Isn't that? Blues, purples, whites. And then this rainbow one. This yarn, I'm pretty sure, came from Adrian in a bet that I won. I think I got a shawl finished before Caroline, and then Adrian owed me some yarn. I think that's where I got this yarn from. This is Knitterly Things. There's still a bit of noise, Susanna says. Okay, well, I see if Jocelyn can come to my rescue, and and we'll see if we can get it fixed up for next week. So Knitterly Things, Vesper Sock Yarn, Rainbow of the Month. Remember when Adrian and the Fiber Friends, she did a sock club of the month, and it was all different shades of rainbow colors. Yeah, I never really thought there would be so many, and this obviously was one of them. It says an exclusive rainbow stripe colorway. It was from November 2017, so it has been in stash for a little while. 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and the colorway is Golden Hour Harvest. It's really pretty, isn't it? I'm not sure what colorway this was. I don't know what I would name this. Blueberry Ripple or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But they're both really, really fun. I was thinking, I woke up this morning and I thought I want to knit socks. I haven't been knitting on any socks for the last 3 weeks, and I just want to cast on all the socks now. So one of these guys is going to get cast on. I am going to use my new knitting needle, so I'm really, really excited for that. Okay, you want to know which one won? And it was only by 2 votes. So close. Did you guys all get a chance to vote? And I really don't have a preference. I don't know. I like the rainbow because it has, my colors. It's got some oranges and greens in there. Oh, there's a little bit of pink in there too. Nice bright blue. It's really pretty. And I really like this one because it was a birthday present, and my birthday was just not that long ago. So the winning yarn is the one I'm casting on. I'm just going to do just a plain vanilla sock, use my super simple sock pattern. The winner is, insert suspenseful drum roll here, by just a mere 2 votes, is Rainbow. It was really funny in the voting, you guys. I thought Rainbow had it. Rainbow seemed to be ahead earlier in the day, and then, oh shoot, which way was it? In the Instagram stories poll, I think Rainbow was ahead by a little bit. And then in some of the comments, it seemed rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. And I thought, okay, hands down, it's going to be rainbow. And then, but the next few comments would be purple and blue, purple and blue, purple and blue. And I'm like, okay, purple and blue's got it. Purple and blue would pull ahead. And then go over and look on Facebook. And then it was rainbow, 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 rainbow. And then, okay, rainbow has it. Hands down, okay, it's going to be rainbow. And then again, the next few comments would be purple and blue, purple and blue, purple and blue. It just kept going back and forth, back and forth. Oh, Joanne, this week yours did. I know. Some people say that. Some people say they're never on the winning side of the vote. But I'm glad you worked this week. So this is it. Rainbow, I'm going to wind this up and I'm going to cast on. And I'm going to cast on with my new little 9-inch needle. Let me grab that. I have things sitting all over the place now. I have to reach. I even tried sitting. I thought I would podcast down here, because last week I tried with my laptop again to try to get rid of this tinny noise that's there, and I tried it upstairs in the yarn room and it wouldn't connect. It would just say, it was just sitting, spinning and spinning and spinning, saying going live, and it just wouldn't seem to connect to the internet. So I thought, okay, I am within a couple feet of the router or the modem or whatever you call those things. I thought, I can't get much closer sitting here. So I thought, fingers crossed, it will work tonight. And it didn't. So I don't know. I don't know what that's telling me. But Jocelyn said she's got an idea for my phone. So fingers crossed that will work for us for next week. So this is my new cable. Do I have the packaging here? Probably not. It is the collage. I think that's probably how you say it. Collage needles. And I talked about them in the Fiber Friends podcast on Saturday. I am loving these needles. I've got a project on a 16-inch needle. I haven't tried the little 9-inch needle yet, but I'm going to cast it on tonight. So there's the tip. There. The 16-inch needle's pretty pointy. This looks like it's, yeah, this one looks pretty pointy too. I'm going to try this. I like it. It's got a really soft cable. These needles have got 2 options for cable. There's a firm and there's a soft. My 16-inch needle has the firm cable, which to me seems just like a regular cable on all of our circular needles. You know, it doesn't seem any different, I don't think, than, you know, a Haya or a Addy or a Chalgu. Now I'm going to go around and feel all my cables and see how it does compare. I don't know if I have anything sitting right here close at hand. I don't think so. Oh, well, yes, I do. Okay, we'll try, we'll see if we can compare some cables. Anyway, the soft one is very soft and really bendy and flexible. It feels nice. I'm sure, I know if you guys caught the Fiber Friends, I probably am repeating myself, but a couple people at the show at the Love of Fiber Festival where I got these needles, they have said they preferred the firm cable. They found the soft cable a little too soft and a little too bendy, especially if you were doing, I had like a big 40-inch needle for Magic Loop on a really loosey-goosey needle cable would be a little too loose. Okay, so here's the Haya. I'm assuming this is, I think this is the Haya. It's got a blue cord on it. I mean, I've never really thought about the cord. Like, you know, they're all pretty flexible compared to the old Susan Bates and Arrow kind of circular needles. If anybody's just a brand new knitter, you maybe have never knit on any of those, but I always think of those as what my grandma always had to knit on. Those cables are horrible. Horrible. And I wouldn't want anybody really to knit on those unless you were absolutely had no other choice. So I've never really compared too much. So let me grab this. This is the Colorwork project. I'm not even sure if I showed you guys this. I don't think maybe I did. I don't know. Did I show this to you last week? I can't remember. So, firm. It is fairly firm. It might actually be a little firmer than this. I don't know. Have you ever? Not much. Not much. But the join is really nice on this needle. The tips swivel. I don't know. I'm using this and I don't think to myself it's firm. This one here is definitely soft. You can sit and play with it. Anyways, I'm loving these needles. I'm loving these collage, these square needle tips. I'm really, really liking them a lot. So I'm excited to try the little 9-inch with the rainbow. This is going to be so pretty. I cannot wait to see how this knits up. I have a feeling once I start this, I am just going to keep going, and get a lot done on this sock. I saw Susanna saying something about flexi flips. We were talking about flexi flips over in the Fiber Friends, and I would really like. I think I'm going to have to order some of those too, and try those out. I feel like I'm on the search for my most favorite needle. I think I would have to say in the past it's been Chowgu. I liked the needle tips. I liked those cables, but I'm really liking these collage square needles. And they're, local, they're Canadian. That is, they get some points for that too. And then there's the money from every needle purchase goes to helping adults with intellectual disabilities get employment. So that, you guys all know, is a cause near and dear to my heart. So I'm really happy to support that. Okay, so what else have I been knitting this week? I've got these, all of these, and a little box lid is what I've been holding all these mini skeins in. So if I showed this to you last week, maybe I had the ribbing cast on. I just did a long tail cast on, and I was going to do, I think I just did about 1 inch of ribbing, but I got even bored just doing the ribbing in one color, and I decided to split it up in between two. So the orange, these are those little worsted weight mini skeins. They're Manos. Don't have the ball band with me. They're wool. I can't remember if they were 100% wool. They might have had some nylon in them. Now I can't remember at all. Anyways, this was that funny name that I can't pronounce. It starts with an S. The orange is Juanita. Oh, the purple. I can't remember what the purple was called. I think I can. Yes, I did tell you this last week because I remember I couldn't remember the purple name last week either. I've got another orange. There is a teal. And the pink was Cactus Flower. I remember that one because I really, really like that name. So I haven't got too much done. Maybe no more done than I showed it to you last week. I'm not sure now where I was. I just have this little square motif. I thought this is just going to be a really geometric shaped, random, just different patterns. And that's what I've got done on it so far. Really like using the needles. Really like using this yarn. Really enjoying all the nice bright colors. I think it's going to be, just a really nice big pop of color in the wintertime. Oh, you can hear me much better on your TV. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I need a tech person to help me out with all these sound issues. I did have it finished this week, you guys. I had one person in the comments, I don't know if she's watching tonight or not, made me laugh because she did not vote for either of the sock yarns. And her comment was, I should finish something that I have already started. And she's probably not wrong. But, where is the fun in that? I want to start something else new. But I did have it finished, but I don't have it. I gifted it already. My daughter's wedding shower, her bridal shower, was yesterday. So I did manage to get one more dishcloth, face cloth done for her. I did gift her the one, oh my gosh, I didn't show that. I don't think I showed that to you guys either. I did one with my 16-inch needle that the cowl is on. The square needles, the 16-inch needle. I used that on the way back from the For Love of Fiber Festival when I was with Cheryl. I did that. That was my 3-hour project. We had just drove through Trenton and I thought, oh, I'm going to try knitting. I have a little bit of trouble with motion sickness, car sickness in the car, and I thought I really want to try knitting. So I grabbed that 16-inch needle because I really wanted to try those needles because I really wanted to love them. And I had 2 skeins of dishcloth cotton. I had a dishcloth cotton and I had a scrubby, and I used those together, doubled them because it's a 5mm needle, and 5mm needle with 1 skein of dishcloth cotton, a worsted weight, would have been too loose. So I doubled it, and it really was tight, but I stuck with it, and I just did a diamond dishcloth with the scrubby held together. Hi, Nikki. And it came out, it is dense. It is going to make a good scrubby dishcloth for sure. So I gave that to Anita, and I also wanted to knit her a face cloth using 2 strands of number 10 crochet cotton. I knit them. Don't get excited. I did not crochet them. I just held them double. Anita said that some of her colors that she was wanting for their place was gray. She liked grays and she liked some reds. So I just grabbed 1 color of each. This is the Aunt Lydia's crochet cotton from Michaels. This is colorway Stone, and the darker red is Cardinal. I just held a strand of each together. I used my 3.25mm. I think, pretty sure this is the Haya, and I just knitted. I did the, again, super simple diamond dishcloth, cast on 3 stitches, knit 1, increased front and back, knit to the end of the row, just did that all the way up to 60 stitches, and then I decreased down, and I didn't take a picture, and I didn't measure it. It wasn't that big. It was maybe about 6 inches square, but it was still a nice size. But I got it finished, wove in the ends, and I gave her a nice little stack of some scrubby dishcloths, face cloths, and one of my Fair Isle hot mats that I had made. I put that all in a nice little box and gave that to her as a gift. And when she was opening it, because as soon as she pulled it out and it was all squishy, I could see her just go, "Oh my gosh, Mom, I know what this is." And she apparently told me that she still has a good supply of dishcloths, so I don't need to give her any more anytime soon. But I'm going to have to hit on somebody else to start gifting them to, and Anita's going to have to hold off for a little bit more until she gets some used up that are, looking past their best, and then she can just toss them and get a nice new one. But this one, I'm really interested for her to try this, either in the shower or use it as a dishcloth. They work really nice either way. And I'm curious to see what she likes, which one she likes better, just a regular handicrafter or sugar and cream dishy kind of dishcloth cotton, or the crochet cotton. It was nice. I like knitting these. I like the feel of these. I'm going to make a whole bunch more of these. So that, I got a finish. That was a finish, just a little dishcloth or face cloth, but finish is a finish. What else did I work on? Last week's new project. Oh my gosh, last week's new start was that gorgeous lollipop colored yarn. The pink, no, not pink, orange and yellow. Orange and yellow. It reminds me of tulips. And somebody else left a message under last week's video and they said the same thing. Tulips, or maybe it was a rose. They had a rose bush that was the same color as this yarn. And it's so pretty. So I have it wound, this ball. It did not tangle. It was on the Swift, and it came off the Swift, no problem, no tangles. But when I pulled it off the ball winder, it came off as a bit of a mess. So fingers crossed. And I lost my center. You know how you put your yarn in the little groove on the top of the ball winder? Well, at some point when I was winding, that came off and got stuck in the center. So I had to pull a center out of my center pull ball, and I don't know. This poor skein got off to a rough start getting wound up, all ready to go here. But I started it. I cast on, and I'm just playing around with the little gauge swatch. I wanted to do a boomerang or an asymmetrical shaped one skein shawl with it. So I just grabbed a 3.25 millimeter needle, just started playing around, putting a little I-cord edging on either edge, which I really, really like how that looks. You can just start to see here, you can see the line here, 3 stitches up either side, and then my stockinette in the center. This has told me a couple of things. One is I need a bigger needle. Even though I knit really loose, the 3.25 is a little too tight. I was really wanting a 3.5 or 3.75, but I couldn't find any empty ones. So I grabbed the next best thing that was empty, and it was the 3.25. And I thought, okay, I knit really loose, so if somebody else, you know, my 3.25 would be somebody else's 3.5. So I thought, okay, that should work out okay. I was trying to justify it. Anyways, it's a little tighter than I want for a shawl. I would like it to have a little more drape. And this yarn is a little thicker. It said on the ball band fingering, but it looks like a heavier fingering. It has that kind of look to almost like a croy thickness, as opposed to some fingering weight yarns are really, really, really thin. They're really light. And this is definitely on the heavier side. So I may see if I can find a 4 millimeter and cast on again. But I like how it's knitting. It's beautiful yarn. This was the Wool Interrupted, and it was their MCN fingering, and the colorway was Lollipop. It is nice. Even just knitting this little bit, it is really, really gorgeous to work with. It feels really nice. Part of me was really tempted to say, maybe I should knit socks, because right now I said, right, I want to knit all the socks. I thought, maybe this should be socks, even though it has cashmere in it. What do you guys think? Are you big, like, wear cashmere on your feet kind of knitters? I know people are kind of split sometimes on that and think, no, cashmere is too nice to wear on your feet, and other people are like, nope, just knit beautiful things for your feet. Socks need to be knit out of beautiful yarn. I was very tempted. Typically, I'm always like, oh no, it's a little too nice. I just want this to be a really nice shawl. But I don't know. I was really, really close. When I knew I was going to have to pull this out and go up a needle size, I'm like, maybe I could just find some more sock needles and I could just cast on another pair of socks. I don't know. I think I'm going to keep it as a shawl. But that crossed my mind. So we'll see. I'm still thinking shawl. But maybe a tiny part is still thinking socks too. What do you think? MCN for socks? What do you guys think? Yes or no? What else have I worked on? I have got back here. I'm pretty sure I didn't show you guys any of the stuff. What do I have? I worked a little bit on my one color brioche scarf. I've had this on the needles for, I don't know, since probably about January, maybe? And, oh dear. I was going to say, I have a whole bunch of projects in this bag. I have turn it around. When we were up at the cottage a couple of weeks ago, we stopped at the dollar store. There's a dollar store. It's not like Dollarama or Dollar Tree. It's just called the dollar store. I'm not sure if it's a chain or if it's just a one-off store or not, but they have a yarn corner in this dollar store, and it is filled with a lot of the Patton's yarns and Briggs and Little. I think pretty much all Patton's. Astra, Canadiana, Classic Wool, Croy. They have good selection of Croy. They have good selection of everything. And they have bags, these bags here, and I really like these. I have a couple of these bags. They're a great size project bag. So I've got also my brioche knitting in here. How many socks can you knit at one time, Louise? No, and that's, I can cast on a whole lot, Anne. Whether I finish them, I have vacation coming up in a couple of weeks, though, you guys. So I'm hoping for some, for a little bit of knitting time. It is the week before my daughter's wedding, so I'm hoping I will have a little bit of time in here that I can get some knitting done. Okay, phew. I glanced at this on the screen and I'm like, Louise, what are you doing? And for a second I thought I had carried on too far, but no. Can you see? I did switch. So what I'm doing here, one color brioche and just going between sections, 10 rows of brioche knits and brioche purls. So let me see. Where am I on this? This is always, okay, here's a little brioche lesson for you guys. Oh, okay, hold on for 1 sec. Nikki is saying she tends to avoid socks with cashmere. Yes. Washer and dryer friendly socks. Okay. Husband and kids put everything in the washer and dryer. That is a very good point too. So I know. Yeah. So maybe well, honestly, what I'm thinking is I'm thinking I should make a pair of socks for myself with some cashmere, just because I can, and see how well they wear, how well they wash. That's a good point, Nikki. I guess I won't know until I try it, right? Oh, Wendy's got thunderstorms coming. We had thunderstorms last night. Sherry, you like woolly socks. Opal, Regia, etc. Yes, and that other one. How do you say that? SCHACHEM. That is a lot of letters. Yes, I know. Typically, that's what I go for too, Sherry and Croy. My Songbird fiber socks, though, I have been doing a little bit of a test with those. Remember my Cock of the Rock socks, those really pretty orange socks? I was knitting those, and Cheryl was knitting her, oh, the booby socks. Blue-footed booby. Blue-footed booby, Cock of the Rock. I don't know. Anyways, my Cock of the Rock socks, I have been wearing those because I thought I'm just going to wash them and wear them, wash them, wear them, wash them. And I have just keep doing that. And they're holding up really, really well, which surprised me a little bit, right? Because I am always used to my Croy socks and they, like wash and wear like iron. So these ones that are the hand dyed, I thought I'm just going to, I don't know, I don't want to say be a little rough with them, but I'm going to wear them, right? I'm just really going to wear them, and they're holding up really, really well. So that, I'm very, very happy about that. So maybe now I should do a little test with some NCN yarn, right? Okay, so I was just going to say here, what am I doing with my brioche? Okay, I can see what I'm doing. So I stopped mid-row when you're in a brioche row, which is not advisable unless you can read your stitches. So a little tip here, if you're brioche knitting and you do this and you put it in the bag and you leave it for a week or two and you don't know if you remember if you're brioche knitting or purling, you want to take a peek at that brioche stitch, the stitch with the yarn over, and take a look at what the actual stitch is. So if you can see it, make sure you've got it turned the correct side so you're ready to start working your row. You want to make sure you've got the front side facing you, and then just take a look at actually what that stitch is. And I can see I've got a little purl bump on the bottom, so I know I'm just working on a brioche purl section. Easy. Good. So that's it. Someday I will get this finished. Someday. And where did my ball go? What I've got left. Oh, look at that. I've got rid of all the, oh, I didn't even realize how close I was to switching colors, you guys. Oh my gosh, I am right there, and I didn't even notice. I always get so excited when I get to change colors, and I'm right there. Oh, fun stuff. I'm gonna switch into blues and greens, and then looks like I'm finishing off with yellow. So I've got 3 colors left to go. How long is this gonna be? Not long. 1, 2, 3, so it's gonna be double this. Okay, you know what? That'll make just a nice short scarf that you can just cross it. You could wrap it around. I think that'll work. It'll be wearable. It's not gonna be super long, but it'll be fine. And then this will go either in the Christmas box or in donation box for the fall. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to talk about fall and winter, and we're just nicely coming into spring and summer. I want to enjoy this for as long as possible. But fall will be back around again, and this will be done for somebody. Gifting or charity, it'll go to somebody who will love it and want to wear it. What else do I have in? Ooh. Oh. Found something I had been looking for. Okay. Anyways, that's good. Lost is found. That was one of those things. I was keeping something my mom had given me, and I had put it somewhere safe. Did not realize the safe spot was my knitting bag. Anyways, I found it, so that's a good thing. So I have got this brioche project on the go, and this really is just a bit of a sample. I was just playing around with some different brioche increases, and yeah, I don't think I had gotten around. I was going to play around with a different decrease as well. So anyways, that's what I was I love these colors. Love these colors. This was a new start from a few weeks ago, which I'm going to pull it all out, and I'm going to restart it again, because I think it's going to be a little bit bigger than I want, and I'm going to switch up my increases, I think. So this was just a great big swatch, just playing around with, and it was so fun to knit. Sometimes when I'm knitting swatches, I just keep going just because I find them rhythmic, and I find brioche really super rhythmic. Just look at my stitches, read my knitting, and just carry on. So remember these? This was that, how did we say this? Peer Gynt Norwegian yarn. Okay, I got this all upside down. There we go. This one and this one. This is mustard, and this was petroleum. And this petroleum is interesting color because every time I'm sitting here in the lighting in here, it looks like a gray, charcoal, well, not really charcoal gray, but a grayish tone. When you look at this in natural light, it is more of a greeny, like a greeny gray. It is a gorgeous color, and I love it with the mustard. I pretty sure I am buying more of this colorway to do like almost everything I can think of in these two colors. I love these together. The yarns are really nice to knit with. Loving it. Hi, Erica. And I think I'm using, I think this is a 4mm needle for a worsted weight. So I've been playing around with that, and I have one more in this bag. I started a circular project, and this is the cowl, and this is the other shade, same yarn, just different colors. This is a coral, and this one here is a gray. So there's my two colors. And let's look, we'll compare the gray with that one. So yeah, this petroleum's a really fun shade. This stuff is really nice, 50-gram balls, and it is 100% wool, I'm pretty sure. 50 grams, it has 91 meters in it. Yeah, 100% Norwegian wool. Really, really nice. Love this stuff. So I think that's all that's in this bag. The circular project Oh, yep. Few oddballs of yarn, but that's all the projects. So I've got Brioche, I've got the colorwork project, the start of the new shawl, and I finished a dishcloth. That has been my knitting for this week. It's been a pretty fun knitting week. Working on a few different projects, but now I'm telling you, I am just wanting to knit socks now. Definitely in sock knitting mode again, wanting to cast on all the socks. So we'll see. I'm going to start with one pair. I'm going to start with, I'm going to try not to get too carried away. I'm going to try to, cast on and see how far I get. So what have you guys been working on? Has anybody else come close to a finish? I saw Erica in here in the comments, and I know she's been working on socks and got one finish. So I think that is super exciting. I always love it when people are trying out socks and trying something different. I think, Erica, did you do the Fish Lips Kiss heel? It looked really nice. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay. I saw something here at Nikki. People were saying, let's see here. Oh, so Nikki, so your daughter and hubby, you may have COVID, so they're feeling under the weather, are they? Oh no. Okay, so let's see if they're still symptomatic. Oh, even test this. Okay. Well, hopefully they're feeling all right. Hopefully, hopefully you don't catch it. I know. Anyways, Erica, you are fine to pop in anytime. Oh yes, did you see it? Rainbow one, Erica. So I'm gonna wind this. I'm gonna wind this up tonight. Oh, Sally, how does my whiteboard look? You know what? I didn't bring it down here. I have to update it. I think the dishcloth might be keeping me above 50%. That, I know, I need to update it. I know, Eric, isn't it going to be fun? I think it's going to stripe up really nice. Oh, Jocelyn, you're working on your sock cast on? Oh, and it's the second sock. That's exciting. Halfway done a pair then. Hey, Sabrina. Yes, yes, yes. Nikki, yes. This is going to be socks. So excited. It's going to be so fun. I really want to do some summer socks, little shorty socks, but then I think, no, I'll just keep going because I want to use up all the yarn, or most of it, right? So I think this will be a full pair of socks. I can't wait. Can't wait to cast on and then just have something simple. Because you know what? You guys are not, well, I suppose if I looked really hard at all my new starts, I could have found something. But there was a couple of times when I was going someplace and I thought, I have no knitting to take with me. Oh my gosh, that sounds terrible, even when I say it out loud, because I have a bazillion projects. But I didn't have anything that was simple, easy knitting. Everything was brioche. It was colorwork charts. It was something. So I really, truly do need to cast these on so I can just have a plain vanilla pair of socks on my little 9-inch needles, and I can just zoom around, take them wherever with me. I know I said, oh yeah, I had said I was going to do a pair of socks every month, right? So I don't know. Yeah, I probably need to get a couple pairs done to get somewhat back on track. And I think I had also talked about doing different heels. Maybe. But you know what? I'm thinking with this, I want something that I can just pick up and carry with me and knit on wherever I am. So that means it'll be a heel flop and gusset, because then I don't need a pattern. I can just do that one out of my head. I suppose I could do other ones out of my head too. I could do a short row heel out of my head. Fish Lips Kiss, I would have to, I can't do that one. I have to follow a pattern for that. I'm going to stick with heel flap and gusset. Yes. Because I want something that I don't have to think about. I just want something I can pick up and go. So there you go. Decided. I'm glad I can talk this all out with you guys. Just need to talk it out, get it out, and then I can sift through and figure out what I'm going to do. Heel flap and gusset for this pair, and then the next pair I'll get adventurous, and I'll try the Fish Lips Kiss heel. Yeah, I need to do that one again. I need to give it a fair try. I did one sock with it a few years ago, and it didn't excite me. I don't know what it was. I think I was in the mindset of I like a heel flap and gusset. And I was kind of like right from the beginning, my mindset was I'm not going to like this. So now I want to do it again with a more open mind and give it a go again and see how fun it is to do. Try something different, have it be exciting. That's what my mindset is about, is exciting. So maybe my next pair of socks, maybe next week's new start might be another pair of socks. And maybe that will be the adventure pair. That will be doing something different. Okay, let me check in the comments here. Oh yeah, so Nikki, yes, because you've got a sock, okay, that has an even heel sock pattern, knitting along going on. Yes, over on your Marvelous Makes YouTube channel. Yes, are you guys taking part in that? Is anybody knitting along with Nikki's pattern? Oh, is a free pattern perfect for that yarn? For my yarn, Nikki? Ooh. Maybe, okay, maybe I'll have to look at that. Or maybe that'll be for next week's. Maybe that'll be for next week's. How long is your knit along going on for? It must be wrapping up. Is it sometime soon? Because I know you had mentioned it a while ago. Do I have time to knit a pair and get it in? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe other people will have a better chance of getting something finished for it. Okay, so Erica is saying you're finding it really nice to have a simple sock that doesn't require much thought to knit. Yes. I think I might have to always have a sock on the needles. I agree. And you know, I think I like a little bit of both because the Sock Madness socks, you guys all know, right? I mean, I fell in love with those and they were complicated, they were intricate, they were so fun, and I loved them. But right now, I think you need both. Right now, I just want something that I can just pick up mindless knit because anything that's too complicated, you just can't take to the doctor's office because you can't just leave it mid-stitch, you know, and then figure out where you are. I mean, I guess you could, but you don't, probably best not to, right? So sometimes I think you need both. When you're in the mood to have something fun and exciting on the needles, and sometimes when you just need some plain mindless TV knitting. So that's what I'm going to cast on for this week. Okay, so Erica, you're saying, so the Fish Lips Kill, it was surprisingly easy? Oh, you didn't okay, yes, so you knit backwards, and they found that was less annoying. Yes, it can be sometimes. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to definitely give it a whirl again. Nikki says that, yes, it's designed to use a stripy yarn. Oh, and it's an all-year knit along. Well, I have a chance of getting a pair of socks in there. Okay, I think that might just be next week's project, Nikki. I'll have to find some yarn and do Nikki's pattern. Yes, I know. I think maybe, yes. Anybody else want to cast on Nikki's pattern? Sabrina, have you done them? Oh, Sabrina says, Oh, she's all about simple knits for everything. That's okay. Yeah, you just have to find what you like. I think truly that I like doing the more complicated. I'm not sure what the word I want to use. Complicated, interesting, adventurous. I don't what whatever word you want to use. I think I prefer doing those socks, but I think it's good to have a pair of plain vanilla ones on the needles too. Nikki says, "Oh, you like the blue striped rag colorway in Croy? I do too. And it's your favorite socks? Oh, you wore them all weekend. So did you? And so you knit that in your even heel sock pattern? Could totally do that. All right, we'll have to go check them out. So you've got pictures on Instagram as well, Nikki, I'm guessing? Okay, I'm gonna have to go check that out. And then I've got 2 colors of Croy. I almost used them for this week's new start, and then I switched it out to these ones. So maybe the Croy will be next week's new start for Nikki's pattern. Okay, so Erica says you love color work. But sometimes you just need mindless knit. Yes, exactly. My complex project at the moment is your rivet tank and your suburban wrap. Yes, I saw that you had cast on for your top. That is exciting. Jocelyn, you do have a pair of sock needles not in use. Well, heavens, we can't have that. I should cast on some even heel socks. You know, guys, I think we should. I think we should. Anybody else want to cast on? See, look at that. I just mentioned casting on, and Jocelyn's like, yep, count me in. This is why Jocelyn and I make great knitting partners, because we're like, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. I think we should. So this week, I will probably cast mine on, well, I don't know. Maybe I should just do this. Why wait till next week when I could cast them on this week? Yes. Is it just plain knitting and it's just a different heel? Is that what it is, Nikki? Oh well, I can wait till next week to do a plain vanilla sock if it's not. Okay, maybe that's what I'll just do. See, look, I just need to didn't I just say a couple of minutes ago a big spiel about I was just going to do something simple and no brain, no thinking, and now here I've just totally changed my mind. Okay, but I'm excited about that. Okay, yes, vanilla knitting. And so what kind of heel is it then, Nikki? So the even heel. I have it in my head just by the name what I think it might be. But okay. All right. Okay. I'm taking back everything I just said about something plain and not having to, well, if it's still a vanilla, it'll be plain knitting. You only have 2 tails to weave in. There's a selling point. Okay, I'm gonna do Nikki's pattern. I'm gonna go find it. I'm gonna wind this ball up, and if it's still vanilla socks, then I guess it still fits into my pattern, and it will count as a new heel for me. Okay, this version of my sock seems to fit much better in with what I need it to be, right? And it's free. Okay, who else wants to go grab the pattern? Oh, Erica says you want to try German short row heel too. Yes, yes, that is a good one to do. Okay, Erica, you're all about socks. Do you want to? Do you have a spare set of needles? We could all go grab Nikki's pattern. It just gets better. So is that with only 2 ends to weave in? Okay, so what is it? Okay, so Nikki says it's a German short row heel, but not done the way you first were taught. Okay, well, this sounds even more exciting. Okay, I'm up for some excitement. Okay, now I'm feeling like I need to cast these on and get to the heel so I can report back about the heel. I don't know. Don't hold your breath for next week, maybe the next couple of weeks. Um, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, Erica says no, but that's easy to remedy. Stripy yarn and more needles going in the cart. We're so, look at this. I was going to say we're so terrible, but no, that's not weird. It is just so wonderful to be around like-minded people who it is so easy to convince to cast something else on. Is anybody else wanting to cast on? You know, sometime this week or next weekend. We have a long weekend coming up. So for us, I think it's all, I think, I'm pretty sure, okay, I don't know if I should say this for sure, but I think it's like all across Canada. I don't think it's just in Ontario, long weekend. I know you guys in the US next weekend, like in 2 weekends, is your long weekend, but ours is coming up this next coming weekend. So I will have an extra day of knitting time. So maybe I can get to the heel. Oh, I guess I could even do a shorty sock and really get to the heel, couldn't I? It's possible. So anyways, oh, Diane is in. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. So, all right, we will have to all compare notes next week. And yes. Okay, Nikki, this is going to be fun. I can't wait to try it. And then we'll have to go over and post them in Nikki's. So, Nikki, where do we post them for people who want to enter the your knit along? Okay, so Nikki is saying, but German short row is not a new concept. So I just made it free because, oh, yep, it's her vanilla sock. And for my size, I know the cast on number and my heel number and my toe number. So I just cast on and go. See, that's perfect. Sally, oh, you always have to work holidays, no long weekends. That is a little bit of a bummer, but then do you get to take off and just take another Friday or a Monday off here or there, make your own long weekend? Hopefully, right? Jocelyn, what are you doing? She says, LOL, I am already looking at my sock yarn stash and going, what would work well? Well, I don't know. What are your options? Can we help you pick a colorway, like blues or burgundies? Oh, Jocelyn, you chose to work long weekends. Oh, you didn't like taking them off. See, I'm all about long weekends, and I am definitely taking them off. What is the pattern name? Good question, Diane. Is it just even heel sock? So if we just search it on Ravelry, I'm assuming, Nikki, is what we do. Oh, Erica, so great to thanks, and thanks for enabling. Okay. Gotta go clean up calf beds. Oh, good. Well, Erica, I'm glad that you popped in so you could join in on our little impromptu knit along. Sally, oh, you can schedule. Okay, if slots are available. Well, sometimes it's kind of nice. You can make your own long weekends, and and then if you want to go camping or something, it's not going to be as busy. Long weekends can get busy at beaches and campgrounds and that kind of thing, which sometimes it's nice when things are a little quieter. Oh, okay, you guys, I'm excited. I'm excited to try Nikki's version of this heel. See, I like it. I like doing things that are a little exciting. I am even more excited about this than I was about just a plain sock. Okay, even heel socks. Fantastic. All right, I'm gonna wind this up, you guys, and oh, it's gonna be so exciting because I get to try out my little needle as well. Fun, fun, fun. All right, well, we'll have to all come back next Monday night and report back if people are doing Nikki's sock, and have to share some pictures. Oh, Nikki says you love them on a 9-inch circular. That is fantastic. Well, you know what? We yes, we'll have to post some pictures on Instagram. So if you guys are starting Nikki's socks, post them on Instagram and tag me at Wildflower Wool and tag Nikki at Nikki Knits, so then we can all see everybody's socks. And then I'll try to, if you tag me, then I'll share them in my stories, and then people hopefully can see us as we're working along, or you know, even just picking at your yarn, that kind of thing, and we can share it, and everybody can see everybody's progress, and we can do that over on Instagram. Oh, Diane, you got the pattern? Okay, I'm excited. I still, when we're gonna finish up here in just a couple of minutes. I've got some work home with me, so I have to do a little bit of work. Maybe I'll wind my yarn first, and then I'll do some work, and then my reward for getting my work done will be going and getting the pattern, Nikki. That'll encourage me to like speed through my work stuff that I've got to get done, and then I can cast on. I'm so excited. This worked out well, Nikki. I'm glad that you brought up about your pattern. I'm really excited to give it a whirl. Well, everybody, I think that is it. Jocelyn and I are going to be live here Thursday night for our mid-month motivation. And our topic this month, we're going to talk about sweater modification, or maybe modifications in general. Not entirely sure where the conversation is going to go, but it will be fun. Anyways, Jocelyn and I always have fun chatting. So we will see you guys Thursday night, 7:30. So half an hour earlier than tonight. And bring some questions. Either Jocelyn and I can answer them, or people in the chat can answer them. Bring your expertise, and just, you know, whatever we end up chatting about, type in what you do, what you like to do, what's worked well for you, and we can all just chit chat. So, oh, Adrian has lots of rainbows. Yes, the rainbow socks. Yes, this came from Adrian. She voted for this yarn, so she'll be happy that it won. And I think rainbow yarn is kind of nice this time of year, right? It's spring, summer, it's warm out. It kind of just seems like perfect rainbow weather, doesn't it? Oh, okay. So anyways, oh, what is this? Okay, Nikki says she's currently updating all of her patterns to a new style of patterns. Okay, but the pattern won't change, just the look and the style of the PDF. Okay. Oh, Nikki says I love rainbow anything. Well, it is kind of hard not to, right? You see rainbows and it does just kind of make you want to smile. Well, everybody, thank you so much for visiting with me tonight. This has been a lot of fun, and I've got a new plan for my socks, so this is really exciting. Have a fantastic week, everybody. Get lots of knitting done, and enjoy your long weekend, if it is a long weekend for you this coming weekend. Jocelyn and I will be here Thursday, and then I will be back here Monday with hopefully this transformed into part of a sock. Maybe the heel started, maybe I'll be done the heel. Who knows? You will have to come back next week and find out. Okay, guys, have a great night, and I will chat to you all soon. Bye.